Hello everyone, welcome to the video series on the subject Structural Analysis 2. In the today's video, we are going to see the topic Displacement Function Higher Order Triangular Element in unit number 6 Finite Element Method. So first we'll see the displacement function. Displacement function represents the approximate variation of the displacement within the element. Displacement function represents the approximate variation of the displacement within the element. A convenient way to express it is by the use of polynomial expression using a Pascal triangle. Okay. So to write down the displacement function, we have to refer the Pascal triangle. Okay. So displacement function for various element is as below. Okay. So first displacement function is for two noded bar element. So as we know that it is one dimensional element. Okay. So as there is one dimensional element, single degree of freedom at each node. Okay. As there are two nodes, so there will be a two displacement function. Okay. So here if you see here in this two-dimensional Pascal triangle. So here, as this is one dimensional, so we can select first as 1 and second as x. Okay, so here it is alpha 1 plus alpha 2 x. Okay, so here we have taken the function as x. Okay. Now here, select the two element from the Pascal triangle. Okay, from Pascal triangle you have to select two element, either you can take 1x or you can take 1y. Okay, to write the displacement function, so select only x or y coordinate. So second is two noded beam element, that is one dimensional. Okay, so though it is one dimensional, it is a beam element. So beam element, we know that it is a bending element. So as it is bending element, so there will be a 2 degree of freedom at each node, that is W displacement in y direction, and second one is rotation. So at each node there are two nodes, so 2 into 2, so total degree of freedom is 4. So select 4 element from the Pascal triangle. As the degree of freedom is 4, so you have to select the 4 element from the Pascal triangle. So as you know that it is a two-dimensional, so x and y both the coefficient. Okay, and select it is not we cannot take x and y because it is one dimensional. Okay, though there is a 2 degree of freedom, but the beam element is one dimensional. So along the line you have to select the coordinate. Okay, select only x coordinate or you can select only y coordinate also. So displacement function for you is what? 1, that is alpha 1, alpha 2x, alpha 3x square, and alpha 4x cube. So this is the displacement function for a two noded beam element. Okay. Now when we see the three noded rectangular element, which is called as CST element. CST is nothing but it is a constant strain triangle. Okay. So this is a two-dimensional element. So as we know that as it is two-dimensional element, the number of here constant strain triangle, so the number of nodes are equal to 3. As the number of nodes are 3, at each node 2 degree of freedom, so total degree of freedom is 6. Okay, so as it is a two-dimensional, you have to select the element from x and y direction. Okay, so here total is 6, so 3 in x direction and 3 in y direction. So 3 in x direction is what? u1, u2 and u3, v1, v2 and v3. Okay, so select 3 elements from the Pascal triangle. Okay, write the displacement function since it is the two-dimensional element. Select x and y coordinate both. So here we have seen, so 1 x y. Okay, so here what they have written? Okay. Here y1 x2x plus x3. Okay, and b is x4 plus x4 x5 alpha 5x plus alpha 6y. Okay, so totally here if you see, So here 1 x y. So 3 coordinates they have taken, one in x directions and second in y direction. Okay. Now the next is 6 noded rectangular, which is called a linear strength triangle element, is also two dimensional. So 6 nodes are there. So you have to take, there will be 6 degree of freedom in x direction and 6 degree of freedom in y direction. Okay. So u1, u2, u3, u4, u5, u6. Okay. So here when we are selecting now, here how will you select now? How many elements you have to take? 6. So 1 x y. Okay. Then we have to select the element from the nearer to the axis. So we'll select x y. So 4 are there, again 2 we have to take. So y is x square and y square. So 1 x y, then x square, x y and y square are the element that you have to take. So see here, alpha 1, alpha 2x plus alpha 3y plus alpha 4x square plus alpha 5xy plus alpha 6y square. So same will be there, only the value of alpha will be changing, it will be for the b. Okay. So this were the displacement function for 3 noded rectangular element and 6 noded rectangular element. Now we'll see the 4 noded rectangular element. It is also two dimensional. Okay, so number of 4 nodes are 4. So 4 into 2, 8. So total number of nodes will be 8. So 4 will be in x direction and 4 will be in the y direction. So here again we have to select the, you have to select this 4 values from the Pascal triangle. So here 4 values will take. So 1 x, y and xy will be the values. Okay. So here same way we are written here, alpha 1 plus alpha 2x plus alpha 3y plus alpha 4xy. So we again here alpha, alpha x, alpha y and alpha xy. So here the total number of so total degree of freedom is 8. So total number of unknowns are 8. Now 4 node tetrahedron element, it is 3-dimensional element. As it is 3-dimensional element, at each node there will be a 3 degree of freedom. So 4 nodes are there, 4 into 3. So total degree of freedom will be 12. Okay. So 12 divided by 3. So it is equal to how much? 3. So again you have to select the 12 divided by 3, it is 4. So you have to select the 4 values from the Pascal triangle. So it will be 1 x, y and it is z. Sorry, here we have to refer the 3D Pascal triangle. Okay, we'll see. Okay, in the last lecture we have seen that. So it will be alpha 1, alpha 2x, alpha 3y and alpha 4z. So for the v, displacement in displacement function for v, it will be alpha 5 plus alpha 6x plus alpha 7y plus alpha 8z, and then for w. Okay. Okay. Now here many times in exam the question is asked, explain the terms CST and LST. The second question they ask is what difference, explain or write the difference between CST and LST element. Okay, so here when we are writing the difference between CST and LST, so the first difference you have to draw the figure. Okay, so in CST element there are 3 nodes, in LST element there are 6 nodes. This is the first difference. Second difference is in CST element, okay, it is a 3-noded rectangular element is called as a CST element, whereas LST, a 6-noded rectangular element is called as LST. Here it is L, here it should be L. Okay, okay, LST element. Now here how many nodes are there? 3. So here if you see the displacement function, it will be u and v. Okay, so at each node there will be 2 degree of freedom. So one will be in x direction and another will be in the y direction. So u equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2x plus alpha 3y. Now you know the strain is nothing but it is a partial derivative of u with respect to x. So if you take the partial derivative of this displacement function with respect to x, so here this will become 0, so this will become 0. So what is remaining? Alpha 2. So here, as the alpha 2 is the, here the strain in this is the constant, so it is called as constant strain triangle or linear displacement triangular element. Okay, now in case of the LST element, okay, which is called as quadratic displacement triangle, so displacement function here, okay, so here 6, okay, so okay, 6 multiplied by 3, it is 18 divided by 3, it is 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so there will be 6 values. Okay, so 6 values you have to take from the Pascal triangle, and if you take the derivative with respect to x to find out the strain, so it will be alpha 2 plus 2 alpha 4x plus alpha 5y. So this is nothing but it is the equation of line. Okay, so it is called as a linear strain triangle or LST. Other name is quadratic displacement triangle element. Okay, so many times in exam this question is asked. It is very important question. Okay, so after finding out the next is after learning the CST and LST element, we will see the quadratic strain triangle. Okay, QST. It is called as cubic displacement triangle. So in this triangle, the number of nodes are equal to 10. And 10 noded rectangular element is called as QST. Okay. Now we'll see some higher order triangular element. Okay. So what are the different higher order triangular element? So first is cubic strain triangle. So in this there are 15 nodes. Okay. A 15 noded triangular element is called as cubic strain triangle. The quadratic strain triangle, their total number of nodes are equal to 21. If you see here this figure, the total number of nodes are equal to 21. So these are the higher order triangular element having 21 number of nodes. Okay, these are some higher order triangular element. Now we'll see the higher order rectangular element. Okay, rectangular element of higher order. Okay, so here the first higher order rectangular element are, it is serendipity rectangles. It is serendipity rectangle. So it is what? Serendipity rectangle. Okay. Now in this serendipity rectangles, all nodes are on the edges of this element. Okay. So no node is at the center. So which are having the nodes along their external boundaries. Okay. So for linear 4 are there, for quadratic 6, for cubic, okay, 4 plus 4 8, then for quadratic, okay, 4 and 4 8, 8 plus 6 14. Okay. So this is the first family, serendipity rectangles. Second one is Lagrange rectangle. Okay. Now in this case, in which nodes are form the grid. So the nodes form the grid in the Lagrange rectangles. So if you see here, they show the in the figure Lagrange rectangles are shown. Okay. Here it is 1 3 plus 3 6 plus 3 9. Okay, so 9 noded. This one is 4 8 12 and 16. So it is 16 noded. Here it is 5 10 15 20. It is 25 noded. Okay, so these are some rectangular higher order elements. Okay, so in exam, explain the rectangular element, explain the terms higher order element. So explain the term higher order element. Here you can explain the triangular higher order triangular element and higher order rectangular element. Okay, so these questions are asked in the university. So thank you for watching this video.